everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. Oh my goodness. I'm loving the comments. If you're team
Yes.
replay, hello, welcome to y'all. We have a digital planning masterclass just for our wild llamas. So, welcome. I'm
Yay.
so excited. Oh, it's so good to see your guys' faces. It was so much fun meeting everyone at Go
I know.
Wild. I'm still
It was,
recovering. I don't know if anyone else is, but I know I'm
I
still
know. I was
recovering.
just going to ask, is everybody recovered fully? I feel like I'm just now kind of getting my feet back underneath me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How,
Yes.
how's
Oh my
everyone?
goodness. How's everyone
Tell us
doing? Let us know how you're doing in the comments before we get started.
and where you are watching from. First of all.
Yes. Let us know where you're watching from.
Yes.
Yes. I know I miss all y'all too. Yes. Still recovering. I'm so glad I'm not alone.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Oh, look at you guys. It's so good to see your names and
Hi,
faces.
Ray. It was so nice to meet you. Yes. In
Oh, Ray,
Chicago.
you're the one who has the iPad coming. That's awesome. Oh, I love it.
Yes. Okay. So,
Okay.
y'all, I want to be mindful of your time. There's a lot that I'm going to cover here tonight. So I'm going to dive right in. If you have your iPad, great. That's what I'm going to be focusing on tonight. However, before we get started and dive into that, I'm going to tell you what you can use if you do not have an iPad, okay? Love all. I just love that we're all across the country. Yes, 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 yes. Um, okay, so we're talking about digital planning that we talked a little bit about at Go Wild, and I'm just going to take this next hour and go a little bit more in depth. And hey, Brittany from Cleveland, you right around the corner. Hey. So I'm going to just take this next hour and just kind of go more in depth on what I talked about at Go Wild, and kind of share with you how to do the things that you've seen, and answer any questions that you have as well. So if you have questions, I know Sierra's going to be starring those as well. We even have a few giveaways. We're going to be giving out some free digital products as well, for you guys joining us live. Okay, so I'm going to dive right in. What do you need to get started? This is like very basic. The very first thing that you need to get started is you need a tablet. I love the iPad and Apple Pencil. That's been the best combination for me. But if you have an Android tablet, that works. The Samsung Galaxy, Microsoft tablet. I find like the best way when it comes to this form of planning is a tablet device in some form of writing utensil. The second thing is you have to pick an application. So before you just can't buy the PDF planner and then open it on your tablet. You need an application to open your planner on. And your application is going to be dependent on what tablet and device you have. So I'm just going to share a few applications based off of different systems that I found have worked really well when I have played and tried with them. So with iOS, GoodNotes, that's what you're going to see a lot of tonight. That's really popular. It was iPad's number one application this past year. I like to think because people are getting into digital planning that it was number one. But there's also Notability, which is really awesome. There's CalaNote, there's Note Shelf, and then there's an app called Zennia. Just like how we like try and test different planners, I encourage you to try and test out the different applications to figure out which one you like. Different ones have different features. Yes, let us know. Oh, yeah, I love seeing what everyone's using. Yes. If
I'm
you
trying to
are
be as your co-host.
You're doing amazing. Some applications even have features where when you're writing, it sounds like you're writing on paper. I think it's CalaNote that does that, and it's really cool, and also weird at the same time. But play around with different applications. So iOS, these are my favorites. Some of these are paid, and some of them are free. I know GoodNotes is free and CalaNotes is free. If you have an Android device, I recommend the Penly application or the Note Shelf application. They do have a GoodNotes application that's in beta testing. It's really limited, but if you want to try it out, you can go download it and test it out. If you have a Windows tablet, there's Exondo that I hear great things about. And then there's the GoodNotes that's also in beta testing. And if you are a Windows user or an Android user, let me know what your favorite application is, because I know whether you're team replay or watching us live, you might have a preferred application as well, and that can help somebody out. So those are my preferred applications and recommendations. So once you have your device, and then you have your application, the third thing you want to do is import your favorite planner, your notebook, your favorite stickers. We all got a exclusive Go Wild digital notebook. And I'm going to share with you how you can download that. I always recommend saving that thing to your preferred cloud. So if you have an iPad, you can save it to your iCloud system. If you have Google Drive, you can save it there. Microsoft OneDrive, whatever you use, I always recommend saving a backup so you never lose it. And speaking of that, and that's also where you're going to save your digital stickers and all the things. So you got your device, your application, you brought your digital planner, and now you're ready to start planning. Okay, so we're going to dive right in. If you have any questions about the application or the device, go ahead and send them in, and we'll also mark those as well. So I'm actually going to pull up my iPad and share it on screen here. Okay, so this is actually the Go Wild digital notebook that we have that we created for everyone. Let me get rid of that banner for us. And honestly, how you upload this is you're going to go to your files. I'm going to actually, I can show you how I did that. Let's start Masterclass. So if I were to have my planner right here, wherever you choose to save it, again, this is in my iCloud, you're just going to click on it, and you're going to click, if you have a iPad, you see that little share button, that's where you're going to go. And then you're just going to click that share button, and then you can open it in GoodNotes. And that's how I would do it. And then it's all ready. So that's how you would open it in your preferred application. And you would do that if you had a Google Drive system, you would open it in your preferred application. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about pretty much some tips and tricks and all the fun things that you can do. Every application is very similar. They all have a toolbar at the top. And when you look at that toolbar, hold on, there we go. When you look at that toolbar, most of them, this is where you can change your different pen settings, your highlighter, your eraser, your lasso tool, a picture tool, text box. That's pretty standard across all applications. You're going to see that. It just, the different things that varies is like how many pen colors can you save? How many different pen sizes can you save? And that's going to be different by your application, but every toolbar is standard. I'm going to review the 3 tips that I said at Go Wild, just so when we're going throughout the tips and tricks, you know the things that I'm referring to. The biggest thing is that presentation versus editing mode, you're going to use that a lot. When I'm in editing mode, I can't really click and hyperlink through my planner as easily. But when I turn off that editing mode, that allows me to click and navigate between my tabs. It allows me to navigate easier between my different note pages. And so that's really, get used to that, because a lot of people are like, how do I my links aren't working? And it's probably because you're in editing mode and it's a little bit harder to navigate that. And then the second thing is this lasso tool, your lasso tool at the top. This is, again, where you're going to tell your stylus and your Apple Pencil, I only want you to interact with my handwriting. I only want you to interact with the photos, the text box, and you can toggle those on and off. And you'll see me do that throughout the masterclass, going back and toggling those back. And then the next thing is the elements feature. You'll see me refer to this a lot throughout our time together. And this is where I just save all my digital stickers, my templates, all my favorite things kind of go here. Not all applications have an elements feature. And so a workaround around that is, I mean, you can save your favorite templates on your like note pages, and you can always just go back and copy them and paste them back. And so I can show you how to do that as well if you don't have the elements feature in your preferred application. Okay, y'all with me? How we doing? We're good?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this first tab here. All right, so let's talk about how to copy and paste. The very first thing I want to share with you is how to copy and paste pages within your digital notebook. I'm going to go back to the note paper template here. And let's say that I want to copy this grid paper. When I clicked on the grid paper, do not, I repeat, do not delete the original page, okay? Because then that's going to delete the hyperlink, okay? So you really want to make sure you're always copying your pages and not deleting the originals. If you do delete an original, it's okay. They have a trash feature that you can go recover it in. But I always want to give that disclaimer. Never use the original template, okay? So I'm going to copy this one by clicking those three dots in the upper corner. I'm going to copy that page, and I want to place it behind this page here. I just want to have it as a note page after my weekly spread here. And so I'm going to go to add page at the top, and I can either put it before, after, or the last page of the template. And I'm just going to click after, and I'm going to click, I want to paste, and I'm going to paste page, and now it's there. So now I have, my week, and then I have this note page. And this works with all the different note paper templates. If I wanted to just copy this current layout, I could do that. If I wanted to copy everything that was on this, I could do that by simply clicking those three dots, pressing copy page automatically, and go to add, and then paste page, and it just repeated that page. And then I could change things if I wanted to without having to copy and lasso every little thing. So that's also a quick tip. If I wanted to copy, and paste the notes or some of my writings, I'm going to go to editing mode here. I'm going to go to that lasso tool. I'm actually going to show a different page to give you a better example. And so I have a sticker, I have text, and I have what I wrote on. So I can pick up a lot of things. And you see how when I picked that up, it didn't pick up that P. That is just simply because my lasso has all these features turned on. So for instance, if I just wanted to move my text feature, I would turn off the images because stickers are images. If I would then turn off the text box, and I just want to move my handwriting. So now when I go to pick it up, it's just moving that and not the text box behind it. Okay.
What happened?
It's okay. You're good.
Did I do something?
It's okay.
I didn't touch anything though.
Maybe StreamYard it has a mind of its own sometimes.
It does.
Yes. And so now I'm only moving my handwriting. If I just wanted to move that text box at the top here, I could turn off my handwriting and just move that. And then if I wanted to say copy this whole thing over again, I'm going to turn it all on. So now I can copy, make sure I circle everything, copy it, and then go here, paste it. And so that's how I would copy and paste using that lasso tool. How do I switch between editing mode? It's that upper right hand. Let me pull it up. Right here, this button right here, that's going to allow me to switch between editing mode and presentation mode. So when I click it, it disappears. And when I click it again, it shows up and you see that toolbar at the top. Okay. Are there digital fonts like how a lot of people like? Yes, there are digital fonts. And I'm going to share with you how to add digital fonts to your planner as well. It's one of my favorite things. Okay. So that's copying and paste. The same thing, if I wanted to change the color of my handwriting, I could simply lasso it, click color, and I can change the color to whatever I want it by simply pressing the lasso tool If I wanted to change the color of the text that I use, I could do the same thing and it would change the color of that. I could go to custom and click, whatever I want. So that's how you would change the colors between your handwriting and your font. The next thing, let's talk about adding inserts. Inserts are pretty much just big old stickers. They're big, huge stickers, and you can save them. I like using them as PNGs when I'm operating in digital planning. So a lot of times I might use a converter app, or I might use my computer and convert PDFs to images, because I find that it's a lot easier to navigate with images using digital planning versus PDFs, because my planner is already a PDF document. So it's easier when I'm using images. And so I'm just going to share with you how to add a few inserts. So I'm going to turn my iPad around here. I find that my preferred way of doing this is in split screen mode. So I'm going to click those three dots at the top of my iPad, go to split view, and then I'm going to go to my files. And I'm going to go back, and I have some inserts saved here. I'm going to go to my vertical layout because these inserts I know are 7x9. And this is like a vertical layout, but say I want to make it a daily. And so I'm just going to click that insert, and I'm just going to, you can either copy it by pressing, copy, and then I can take it over here and then press paste. That's one way. Or I can simply hold it and drag it over, and it's there. So there's different ways you can copy and paste the file, or you can simply drag it over, and then all I have to do is resize it like so. And then I now have a daily for that week. So that's how I would go about adding inserts to my planner. And the same thing, a lot of different shops have printables. So that's a cool way of incorporating your different printables and stuff into your digital notebook as well. But yeah, so that's how you would go about adding those inserts. Y'all with me? How we doing?
It's good. There's comments like this one. I should never have joined. This is so dangerous and amazing. It really is. It really is.
Yes, 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 yes. You know what? I'm going to show us how to import our stickers, because that's a big question that we get a lot is, how do I import my stickers? Do I use the elements feature? Do I not use the elements feature? And so I'm going to, yes.
I think since while we're on this, and this was something I was going to ask you, can we talk about how to do that in the planner itself instead of the notebook?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so yes. Is it layering the daily over the old page or replacing it? Yes. When I'm using inserts, it's layering over that page. I'm not replacing it. If I were to replace it, it would look a little bit different. It would kind of come in as like its own image almost. And so all I'm doing is I'm simply taking an image and layering it. So when I'm usually writing on top of that, one thing that I like to do is turn off that image, so then I'm not I'm not messing or moving that daily spread around. And the reason why I like layering it is because I still have access to all my other hyperlinks. So if I
copy of it, right?
No, you could. Yes, you could. You could copy it. So let me go back to this week.
So what if you want to see the weekly view and your daily at the same time without covering it up?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I love that. All I would do if I wanted to do that, I would go copy that add button at the top here in that corner. Let me see if you go right here, this add button, and you click current template, that's how you would still have your weekly overview and your daily. So I would just go click current template, and then it's still there. And again, since these are images, I can technically toggle on my image. I can copy that, have my weekly overview, and then paste these here. So then I could still have my weekly overview and then go into my daily spreads. Yeah.
I love that. It's like the best.
know, it's so cool. It's like my
It is.
favorite thing. So yeah, that's how I would go about that. Let me show you how to get those digital stickers, okay? Let me go back to the notebook here. I'm going to go to this page right here. And I'm just going to show you 2 ways that you can do adding the stickers into the planners using your iPad and the GoodNotes app. And this again is different based off your application, but the same system is pretty similar. So the first way is split screen. And I'm going to go to my files here. I'm going to go to my digital stickers. They're all here. And so I could simply tap, hold it, bring it over. That's one way, like I did with the insert. Or if I wanted, I could select them all and bring them over if I wanted to, depending on your iPad and which system and how much space you have. That could take anywhere from like 5 seconds to a minute, depending on which application that you have. And then the other way, which is one of my favorite ways, is using the elements feature. With the elements, I would go down here at the bottom, go to add, label it my digital stickers. And then I can import them from their folder. And I can select and pick which ones that I want. So if I wanted to, import that logo, I can do that. I could also use the drag and drop system as well and select them all and bring them over that way as well. So
Darian, we have a couple people asking that they were curious where the digital stickers came through. Did they get included in the email with the notebook?
Yes, they got included in the email with the notebook. When you got your notebook, what it looked like was, I broke it down here, so I'm gonna not show it on there. But when you got it, you should have got a file, and it was a zip file. And then you unzip that file or uncompress it, and it broke into 2 folders. It showed a PDF document, which was the digital notebook, and then it had a folder that said digital stickers. And so that's how you would have gotten that. If you give me a second, I can go to my email here. Let me show you what that would have looked like. Okay.
We have a request to show the elements button again when you get back to that screen.
Yes, absolutely. So this is what your email would have looked like. And then you would go to click download digital notebook, download it. It's downloading. So then when I go to my downloads folder, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to uncompress it. And so you see that folder pop up, and then you see the notebook, and then you see the digital stickers. Yes, you guys, I'm about to talk about some street tacos here soon. Yeah. And so that's how you would have done that. And if I were to go back and show you the elements feature, did I create anyone? Stickers.
I love this. This is like my favorite part.
I'm just going to use the current one. I'm going to go to split view. And so I'm going to click those 3 dots in the corner, select all, pull back up that elements feature here. I'm going to go to one that don't have it. Okay. And then I'm just going to drag that over, hold it. There you go. GoodNotes, are you not wanting to work with me? Okay, here we go. Gotta click it. There we go. This is you. Oh, it's importing, as you can see. It's just wanting to take its time today. So you would just drag and drop, and then that's how you could do that as well. And then you would have them all there. Is there an elements feature in Note Shelf? No, there is not. But what I would do, I would use your favorite page, or you could create a section within your digital notebook for just stickers, and you could copy and paste them all over. Can I do that? There we go. No, you guys don't want to go all at the same time. That's fine. I would just copy and paste your favorite stickers, and so then you could just go to that page within your notebook and just lasso and copy it and always have it there. And so you kind of can build in your own elements feature, if that makes sense, within your notebooks. It's like creating a digital sticker book almost, if that makes sense.
It really does.
Yes. So that's how you would go about stickers, inserts, all that fun stuff. Let's talk about whiteout and the different ways that you can, manipulate your layouts. That's always something that I enjoy doing. Let me go here. If I wanted to white something out, you can obviously delete it. But say I didn't want all those lines in Sunday, one thing I can do is use my pen tool, and I could make it white, and I could go, however thick, however small that I want. And then I could simply just white out the parts that I don't want. That's one way that you can use this feature to kind of like make your layouts however you want. Another thing that I like to do, I find this really easy to do within the GoodNotes app, is I like to go to my lasso tool, and I just like to lasso over that planner page, and I tap it and I say, take a screenshot. And then I go up here in that corner and I click copy. I'm creating my own image almost. And then I hold it down and I press paste. And all I have to do is take that little white and I just can make it however I want here. That's pretty much what I did with... That's pretty much what I did with this little notes feature at the bottom here. Again, how you do that is that lasso tool. And you can just lasso it and take screenshot. And I could do that. Say, for instance, I wanted to use this grid section. I could do the same thing. Take a screenshot, copy, go back to that page here, and I don't want that white box, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to paste that here, and I can manipulate it if I wanted to. I could stretch it, or I could just make it wider, however I wanted to use it. But again, that's just simply me changing the layout to be whatever I want. So that's just one way that you can do that. Yeah. And so that's what I would do there. And so those are different things that you can do. And so I personally like doing that when I did that with this grid layout. I didn't want the grid at the bottom, so I created a white box and put it at the bottom. Let's talk about how to import your favorite fonts. Okay. To do this, you need an outside application. I like using the font. It's called The Font, literally. And so that's how, yeah, DAFONT. iFont. iFont's the other one. And so I'm going to just load up this application here. And so this is how I would go about adding my font. I would use the iFont application. And then there's defont.com. You can see that right there in the corner. I was like, I know I'm not crazy. Okay. And so to import that, literally all you're going to do, I'm going to go to my files here. When you buy your fonts, however you choose to get them, let me go to iPlatinum desktop. Say I'm using Grace font. I'm going to tap it, and I'm going to click that share button at the top, and I'm going to go to open it in the iFont app if it lets me. Let's show. Yep. And so now it's there in the application. I'm going to click install. You press allow, close it, open your settings. I go to profile download, install it. I'm about to hide this so y'all don't see my passcode. Yep. And then you click install. And done. So now it's there. Okay. And so now when I go to my, digital notebook, I can go here and I can type in Grays, and I see the chapter 2 font that I just downloaded. And now I have it. So that's how you can do that. So that's how you import fonts. iFont, you download your font, you open it in the application, follow the directions, and there you have it. I love it. It's my favorite thing. And then you can also add these fonts, not just to your iPads, but to your computers, to your phones. So then when you pull GoodNotes up on your phone or your computer, it looks the exact same as it would on your iPad, and your text won't change, if that makes sense. So if you have favorite apps, fonts that you're using on a regular, I encourage you to also download them in just different places. A lot of planner world people who made their handwriting into fonts sell them on. Yes, go to Etsy. Go to Etsy. Yes.
Also, we've had a couple people say they didn't get the email notebook. If for some reason it didn't get to your email, or you registered after the email went out, if you send an email to hello@moxielife.com, Jess will go ahead and send that to you. That's our customer care manager. So she'll take care of that for you guys.
Yes. Email Jess. She'll hook you up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's talk about adding colors to your application, like saving your favorite colors. That's a thing. One thing that a lot of people like having access to is their favorite highlighters and pen colors. And so if I wanted to say add the Go Wild colors, you're probably wondering, like, what do those numbers mean down here at the bottom? These are hex codes. And so hex codes are pretty much it's like a digital color palette, essentially. And so it's your way of like picking colors and having access to all the colors in the world, essentially. It's really cool. And so all I'm going to do, because technology is really awesome, I'm just going to copy that number. And let's say I want to change it so my pen color can have that. I'm going to go to add color, click add. And all I have to do here is press paste. Did I paste it? Yep. And add it. And I have it. So now I have this color. There we go. Did you add? Yeah, you added. So now I have that color when I always want it, and I can save it. And so with different applications, it totally depends. So like with this application, I have to add that hex code to both my pen and my highlighter. In some applications, you can add it and it automatically affects your pen, your highlighter, your pencil tool, and you don't have to keep adding it. So if that's a pain for you, figure out which application works for you. But that's how you would do it into GoodNotes. You just copy that hex code and add it to that color palette. How we doing, y'all? We doing good? Staying with me? I know It's a lot of information.
Bridget said she needs the hex codes for Moxie highlighters. So in our digital planners, they are available and automatically included. But if you don't have one of our digital planners, you can, if you're a member of our free Facebook group, so the official Moxie Life community on Facebook, do a search for hex codes and you'll be able to find all of them there.
Yes.
For free.
Perfect. Okay, let's talk about something really cool that a lot of people wanted to know is how do we go about adding hyperlinks into our planner? This is like my jam. I don't know if you guys just seen my face light up, but like hyperlinks, it's like, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's different ways that you can go about it. I'm going to share with you 2 ways. I'm going to share with you the simplest way, and then I'm going to share with you the super nitpicky way where I don't like the little hyperlink line and I want that to disappear way. One way, let's say that I am writing the recipe down. So we're cooking for dinner tonight. Street tacos. All I'm going to do, I could type it. If I'm using the text feature, it's a little bit easier. All I have to do is highlight that text and I can go to link. But let me copy the recipe first. So here's my recipe for street tacos. I'm just going to grab that URL at the top and copy it. Go back to my planner. I have it highlighted. I'm going to click link. I'm going to delete that link and I'm going to replace it with my street tacos link, okay? I like to go back and make sure that there's no space, nothing blocking it, because sometimes that can mess with the URL. And I go back, I make sure that link is there, okay? And so now this has become a hyperlink. So now when I click on it, it takes me to my favorite recipe. Okay, now, I don't know about y'all, but the planner in me is like, I don't want that dotted line underneath my dinner thing. So one thing you can do, you can again use that, eraser, that whiteout situation that we talked about here. And I could just use that white line and I can make it disappear. So I don't have to see it. That's one way that you can get rid of it. That's one way. Another way is you don't have to hyperlink the text. So say I wanted to, let me go to another page here, hyperlink my handwriting, for instance. Like I didn't want to hyperlink the text, but I'm always writing in it. And I wanted to hyperlink, whatever my handwriting is writing. So I believe there's a blank course on wild use. So I'm going to show how I would maybe like link that class here. I'm going to go to the text box feature. I'm going to turn off images because I'm writing it on top of a sticker. So you can hyperlink that sticker if you want it to. I'm going to turn off
like icons.
Yeah, I'm going to turn So I'm going to turn off. I'm going to keep text box on because that's what you use to hyperlink, okay? So I'm going to go to text box. I don't want my phone. Okay. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a space bar. I'm just going to press space about the width of the sticker here. Okay. And all I have to do is press select all, click link, and I'm going to embed that hyperlink here. Let me grab that link for us here. Let's see. I believe this was like creative arts. I'm just going to grab a course. We're going with creative journaling here. Copy that link.
You know what I would do, just since I'm in a room of planners? I would totally get like a meal icon and make that icon be what I click on.
Yes.
Like, next to like the words dinner.
Yes. You can literally do it with anything with the space feature. Yeah. And so I'm going to just remove it, embed that link right here. Again, make sure there's no space in the front. You guys can do this with Netflix links. You can do this with your Google Calendar, whatever you want, essentially. And so now I have this link. It's invisible, so I can put it over anything. I could put it over the icon sticker, like Sierra said. I could put it over whatever I need, which is pretty amazing. So now when I click on it, okay, the hyperlink didn't enter, but it's going to take me to, it would take me to that Wild U course. Okay. It just didn't copy that time. So that's how you would do it. Yes, they like the idea of putting it over the sticker. I think that's really cool. And if that does happen, you can always edit it by, again, going to your text box here, going to link settings. Here, link, paste it again. So there's probably a space. Yeah, there was a little space there. There we go. Back. So now it opens to that course or whatever I want to hyperlink it to. So if you're doing homework online, if you're doing, e-courses, Club Moxie, you can have it linked to all these different things, because if there's a hyperlink, you can add it. Yes, this has like been my favorite part now. Like when I realized that I could add these different hyperlinks, it's just super fun. Even Notion, because I don't know, I know we probably got some Notion users in there. So would you do the YouTube video? Yes, I would grab that hyperlink from the YouTube video and place it right there, and it will open to that YouTube video.
Okay, Darian, you have my mind, like, because my brain just thinks in systems. How do we systematize this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I use the weekly overview to meal plan? And each one of those I put like, I just feel like you could even hyperlink. Can you link to, okay, I'm going way deep, but can you link
You're good.
something on a page like this and have it
Okay.
take you, like, click back to that dinner to take you back to the page where you have mapped out your entire, yeah, like your meal plan. Let's say we had our meal plan there, but you were on the daily or weekly or monthly view. Is it possible to create an internal link inside the planner or no? Okay.
That's an app
We need to
feature.
do that.
So
Okay.
I know. So that's an app feature that I'm so glad you brought that up, because that's a question that we get a lot is, can I create internal hyperlinks in my planner? Most applications don't allow you to. I know a lot of them are working on it. If you have an Android tablet, I recommend the Pinly app, because with the Pinly application, you are able to create hyperlinks within your planner, which is really cool. You can hyperlink a sticker, an image, a text. That, like, the person who created the Pinly application was a digital planner, and so they created that application in mind. So if you have that application and you're an Android user, literally that's my like, I envy you, because it's super cool and I love doing that. So share the link for the street tacos, please. Yes, I got you. I will totally share that. Yes, and Aisha, you're right. You could essentially add an image or YouTube thumbnail and add that hyperlink over it.
That's so good.
Yes, you can totally do that.
Oh my God, so many ideas.
You guys, can I share maybe like 3 more tips and then I'll take questions? Okay. So importing photos. Just like how we did before, you can split screen and drag them just like with the digital stickers. Most applications have a feature where you can import your photos. If I wanted to, add some of the Go Wild photos, I could totally do that. See, I'm going to grab this photo of us real quickly. So I'm going to quickly, I can grab this. And the cool thing with the photos feature, and again, this is different based off of different applications. So I could crop it, and I could go to rectangle crop, where I could, have it all nice, neat, maybe fit into a nice rectangle sticker box if I wanted to. Or what I like doing is doing a freehand crop and making it all cool. And, and then you can like add it wherever you want. So that's one way with adding stickers and cropping them. And here's another cool thing, y'all. Y'all can do this with your stickers. Okay, so if I were to grab, let's say I wanted to have the same, background, I might grab one of these, and I could take this sticker, and I would make sure I'm in the photo at the top of that toolbar. Make sure I'm in that mode. Click it, crop it, freehand it as well. Let me do just an oval here.
Oh my gosh.
Now, listen, you guys see, I want you to see this. Now, you see how it made my sticker disappear? Because the application, depending on your different application with GoodNotes, the most recent one is the one that's going to be layered on top. Okay, so I would essentially just take my lasso tool. Got to make sure images is toggled. Copy it. Paste it. Get rid of this one. And now my preferred one is on top. And so that's just a quick workaround. And again, it just depends on your application. There are applications that allow you to lock images. so they don't move. I believe the application Zania does that, and that one's a really cool application because it has like a lot of built-in, just different fun things and different. It's like if Canva and GoodNotes had a baby. That's that application. It's on the pricier side, but it is an application where you're able to lock things down and not have it affect other things. So, and then the last thing, yes, I wish they would. Me too, Jordan. Send that into GoodNotes. Go ahead and put that in a suggestion for them. The last thing I'm going to share with you is how to grab these colors. So say you didn't have the hex codes and you wanted to get the colors from, this kaleidoscope pattern. How I would do it is I would take a screenshot. So I would use the screenshot, and then I would go to this, click all the colors, use that color picker. And this color picker is essentially grabbing whatever I want it to grab. So I wanted to grab this purple, and then it says, you see that hex color at the bottom here. All I have to do is copy it. I'm going to delete the screenshot because I don't need the screenshot. And then I'm going to go to my highlighter tool, go to add, create a custom, press paste. Now I got that one. It's there. Go back to my highlighter color, pull it up. And now I have that highlighter color. And so you can do this with whatever. So you never have to worry about something not matching at all. So it all matches, makes our hearts all happy and stuff. And so, yeah, those are pretty much like all the tips that I have for us today, y'all. Yes. And so before I jump into some accessories, because I got a lot of questions at the conference about certain cases and different things, I just want to first and foremost, there was something that's going to come back to me before I share the accessories. There was something. Let me go. Let me see. Did I miss something? I'm going to share the accessories, and then I'll do a giveaway. Color matching makes the world go round. It does. It really does. The number one question I got, y'all, anytime someone came up to me throughout the conference, I got, you're a lot shorter in person. I got, you ain't about to make me give up my paper and pen. And then I got, what was that thing that stuck to the refrigerator? Like, what? And
you blew our minds with that.
It is a magnetic case. This is, I believe, the Apple Smart Folio case. And I'll put a link here with all my favorite accessories because I know we like that. And so I'll make sure I also post that in the comment at the end. But this is just a Smart Folio. It's magnetic right here. And so this is the part that sticks to the fridge. And so I know Apple has one. I know Elago has one on Amazon. If you just type in a magnetic case, it appears. You can even stick this to magnetic stands and it will stay. But this is probably one of my favorite things because I like using it in the kitchen. Another thing that I believe we have, again,
what's your favorite keyboard?
I have a lot. Okay. My favorite one, I like this one because it's the most writer one. And it sounds really.
Oh, that's so cute. How much is that?
I have no idea. I believe it's I want to say this one was maybe 90 or 100 because what it does.
Yeah, how does it work? Does it have a stand for your iPad?
It lights up. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, okay.
But essentially, and then if I tap it, it like does all these cool things and stuff. But all I have to do is put my iPad on here and type away. So this is one of my favorites. I like this one because it's the most nostalgic one and makes me happy when I type. So I like this one. And then this one's really nice because I believe it's like only $40. And it's the same thing. I like this one too. And then of course I'm a big
ASMR reels.
I know, right? It's really fun. It's really fun. And then I personally like this one. I believe I heard about this case from Gym Plans, but it's the Logitech case. And I like it because it's like a folio case. And so I could use it as a stand if I wanted to. It has a keyboard. Yeah. And so then I can pop the keyboard off. It sticks to the back. And so it's like taking a book and sticking it behind it. And then, y'all, I can have a pencil sleeve on there and it still charges, which is really unheard of a lot when it comes to cases and having a pencil sleeve. So I love that I could still, have that connected. But this is pretty much, I don't take this case off. I change this case a lot because this is my fun one and it comes with me everywhere. But I just love that Logitech case is just it's like such a workhorse.
That was my biggest issue all these years of having an iPad is whenever I would get the keyboard ones, they would always get in the way. And the fact that it comes off is so amazing. That is so cool.
Yes. Michelle asks, is that only on the Gen 2 pen? Yes, that magnetic thing is only for the Gen 2. There is the Generation 1 pencil. I wish I had my husband's. He has the Generation 1. And so that one, it's not magnetic. And so I would recommend taking a pencil, like one of those adhesive pen loops. I know we have them in our shop, and sticking it to your case. So then your pencil can always stay with you, because those ones aren't magnetic. So that's what I would do. What else? I just have this little bag of goodies.
Show us the bag. Show us the bag.
Y'all know this is the planner standard. This is the, Delphonics planner bag. I just changed it off with technology stuff. Yes, that, like, I'm telling you, that Logitech case, it is on the pricier side. I'm gonna let y'all, it's cheaper than the Magic Keyboard though. And so I have played with the Apple's Magic Keyboard. And so I'm telling you, the Logitech case is so much better than the Magic Keyboard, in my opinion. Pencil tips. Literally, I have extra Apple Pencil ones. This one, again, I like my pens nice, thick, and juicy. 0.7 is where I live at. So finding a nice pencil tip that could give me that same replication was really nice. This one's my absolute favorite. The Plain Holy one. I think that's how you say it. Get you nice pencil sleeves. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm going to try to bling this because Tisa has inspired me so much. And she did a bling, and I want to bling my Apple Pencil case here. I'm going to try. I'm going to let y'all know how it goes, but I'm going to try to bling it. And so, but these are the clicky ones where you can, stick your pencil in and it clicks like this. Okay, I'm done.
We need to do ASMR. Okay, hold on. We're getting into, I agree with you, Ray. I agree with you. 0.3, 0.5. 0.3,
but you can't see nothing. What?
Yes, it's so clean and happy. Okay, let us know in the comments if you're team black or team blue and what your favorite size of pen is.
Yes, let us know. Someone asked about Android tab pencils, and yes, so I have a Samsung Galaxy tablet that I play with. You guys see my little go out stickers on the back here of this such a fun case. And so it comes with an S Note pen. And so I'm still playing around with stylus that I like. I always end up going back to this one. However, I found one that is close to an Apple Pencil. I gotta find the name. I know it's in the links. But it's like an Android stylus, and I could use it when I'm planning. But I'm still playing around with those, so let me know, Android users, if y'all have favorite stylus that you guys like using. Let me know. And then I'm trying to think. Oh, screen protectors. Duh. Okay. Paper-like screen protector. Now listen, I know go ahead and let us know in the comments what kind of paper you like, because I don't know about you, some of us like that nice smooth paper. I know a lot of our Moxie people like our smooth paper, but I also know we got some, die hard, what is it? The Mohawk paper.
Oh
yeah, that Mohawk paper. And so if you like that Mohawk paper where that pen kind of like saturates,
Erin Condren.
That Erin Condren EC, then you might want to check this one out. So this is the paper like screen protector off Amazon. Yeah. Or even if
I
you
like
like Plum paper or the Moxie paper, then you like the paper like screen protector. If you listen, I'm going to try. So I think this is the Mohawk paper. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to try to do it too. Do you guys hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now this is the paper like screen protector.
I can't even hear it.
Yeah, because it's super smooth. And it doesn't have a lot of tooth.
Oh, you can barely hear it.
You can barely hear it. It's super smooth. It's super smooth. And when you write on it, it's like it's totally a difference. So again, play around, see which one you like. Tombow River. Okay, so that tends to be a little bit crunchier. So you might like this one. You might like this one. I don't know if you would like the super smooth one. It depends. If you like your Tombow River paper after you write on it, then this. If you like it when you first get it and there's no writing, then you'll like it because it's super smooth. Then you'll like the paper like.
Yeah. I think the smoother one.
I think those are pretty much all my accessories that I got for you. If you have any questions, y'all know to send me a message, and I'm gonna grab that link. And while we grab that link, let's do a giveaway. Can we do a giveaway?
Let's do a giveaway. Yes.
So we are going to be giving away 3 digital sticker books from Moxie Life. These are the functional sticker books. I'm going to show you what you're going to be giving. We're going to pick 3 people, and y'all 3 are going to get them. You're going to email us at hello@moxielife, letting us know you're the winners. But let me pull it up for you. There's literally over 1,200 stickers. And so you get all these stickers, and you can use them however you want. Flag stickers, date covers, timestamps. But let us know what is your favorite part about digital planning, or your new favorite tip and trick that you have learned, and we're going to randomly pick 3 people. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, you get the bulk pack, and then you also get the functional pack as well. So there's so many. You can see there's so many that it takes a while to load on the page. And this is a pro. So, and then you get these really cool rainbow stickers as well in the back. And so I love stickers, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I love those.
Yes.
All right. So tell us what your biggest takeaway is.
Yes. And while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and look at some of these questions. Okay. Sierra, you can just start the 3 random giveaway winners.
Okay. You want me to just start picking people's names?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to pick the top 3. The first 3 that came through. Cool, right? Although my comments keep moving. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right. So we're doing 3. Oh my goodness, you guys. Sorry. They keep refreshing. Here. It keeps bumping me down. Stop it, StreamYard. Okay. I'm thinking, unless I'm totally wrong.
Never running out of stickers, right?
Color organized. Jordan, you are a winner. Allison, you are a winner.
Let me write these names down.
Dominique, I'm writing your guys' names down. So send an email to hello@moxielife.com, and she will have your names, and Jess will send you your prizes.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to answer you guys' questions. And then I'm going to give you guys a giveaway code. So if you didn't win anything, you still get something. Okay. So for the questions, let's see. Sassy Penny Designs TV, hey, said, sometimes my boxes cover my writing. Is there a way to layer the stickers on top or behind the writing or the lettering? Yes. Let me show you real quickly how you could do that. Again, depending on your application, you can sometimes lock it, but within GoodNotes, if you're using GoodNotes, the best way to do that is using your lasso tool, and saying, I only am going to move the image. So then the image goes, or I'm only going to move, see when I circle my font, like writing, it doesn't move. And so, say for instance, you wrote it before you put your sticker down. All you have to do is use that lasso tool, turn on handwriting, and just recopy it and then paste it. So then that the font stays on top. And then I'm just going to delete this for a second. And then another thing that I recommend, if it's something that you're going to be using reoccurring and you're always, like I'm always going to be writing, I go work out at 5 o'clock, PM, and I have that on my favorite sticker. I recommend lassoing that sticker in that font and adding it as your element so you can always have access to it. I like doing that when I'm planning in my daily, because then I could always, from day to day, go and pull up my AM routine if I have that, or I can always pull up my PM routine and have that as well. So I like using that from day to day. That's something that I would save so you can always have access to it. Next question I see. Did I miss it? Okay.
Are you able to show us how to change the cover?
Yes. So let's see. Let me go to the front here. I'm gonna go here. So say I wanted a new cover. Let me hide this comment here. All you have to do here is you're gonna go to add, and I'm going to go to import, because with the cover, I don't want it to go on top of the note page. I want to add a whole new page, a whole new cover. So I'm going to go to import. I believe I have my Moxie Live covers in my documents, digital stuff. The fact I have this stuff organized makes me hopeful, hopefully. Where would it be? Moxie Life 2023 digital products. There we go. And then digital covers. I want to add that Blackberry Fields. I want the front cover. I'm going to click that. I'm going to go to open. And now it's there, but I want it as my cover. So all I'm going to do is move it. I click those little 4 squares at the corner here and go to my thumbnails, and that's how I could move it if I wanted to. Move that back. So now when I close out, I see my, digital notebook with a new cover. So that's how I would go about changing those covers.
And then would you just delete the one that was old?
You can delete it or you can keep it. It's totally up to you. Like if you really want to change it each and every day, you could easily do that. And you can trash it, and you always have it because all your files are saved to your drive. So you never have to worry about if you happen to delete something, you always have access to it. Creative Levy said, comparison between GoodNotes and NoteShelf. Is it better to choose a paid app to get full use of Moxie Life products? Yes, I totally recommend. Honestly, NoteShelf is nice. It's a really nice application. The one thing I like about NoteShelf is that if I had an Android tablet, I could also access it on there. However, I would constantly have to make sure I'm backing up my planner to my Google Drive or my OneDrive. That's not an iOS system. So then I can always go and open it up in NoteShelf on my Android. So that's the one cool thing about NoteShelf. However, GoodNotes is it just makes it so easy. That Elements feature for me will always be the thing that makes me always come back to GoodNotes, is that just that I don't have to build it out. It's there. I can easily save things. And I believe the upgrade, another thing that I like, both applications tend is if I wanted to search something, say, I think I said something about a nursery. Yeah. So the one thing is I can search something and it will pull up my handwriting.
Oh,
so
awesome.
Which is really cool. So if you And this is, most applications have this. I find that it works a little bit better for me in GoodNotes. But if you are in like school and you're learning and you're also using your notebooks to take notes, that is such a big thing. And so the fact that it picks up my handwriting is just really, really cool and a bonus. But I love GoodNotes. I like GoodNotes. GoodNotes has a little bit more features over NoteShelf. However, I will say Notability, y'all, it also gives GoodNotes a run for its money. So that's also a really great application. If you hyperlink the whole sticker, does the hyperlink go with it if you then copy it to somewhere else? I'm assuming it would, hoping it would. Okay. So depending on how you did that hyperlink, where did I do that hyperlink? Let's see, that's the one thing. Sometimes I forget where I put something. It's okay. One thing that I would recommend, if you're using a text box, it will go with it because that text box does not change. So if I just hyperlink this to-do list here and I linked it, we'll say, I put a link in there. That's not going to change. That's always going to stay the same. So if I copy it and paste it, it's going to redo it. Now, if I showed you the method where it was like an invisible space, you want to be careful with that because you could easily move something and that hyperlink doesn't move. And so if you know it's something that you're going to use frequently, I want to say lasso the whole thing and add it to your elements feature so you can always have it. Okay. Just to check, was the color picker in a different app? I was distracted working on my monthly. I'm glad you were planning. No, that is a part of your application feature. I know it's different. It's just your screenshot. I know with the iOS system, I like to just drag my Apple Pencil to the corner and screenshot it. But if you click the power button or something, and that's what pulls up that color picker tool screenshot, the annotation, and then you click the little rainbow color picker, and that's how you grab that color. So that's how you would do it there. Lisa said, I keep having problems hyperlinking a video to a notebook. It keeps going back to the GoodNotes app. I will re-enter the link and it will show correctly until I move it over my image or text. Lisa, I would go, when you look in your link, sometimes I find when I have a YouTube video in particular or a Netflix video, it will say, check out this video with the hyperlink. So it has text before the hyperlink. So you want to make sure that you go and you scroll back and you click out that part where it says, check this out or that out, and it just has the hyperlink. That happens a lot with the videos because they assume that you're sharing it like in a text message or an email or something, and it automatically pulls that up. So that's probably what's happening. And then GoodNotes is just like, that's not a full hyperlink, and it just puts back the GoodNotes hyperlink. Say I wanted to create a totally new notebook using some of the pages from the Go Wild notebook. What's the best way to do that? Okay, so because you saved this to your file system, all you have to do is go, you have this notebook. All you have to do is go to New, Notebook. Nope, not that notebook. New, I'm going to import. Go to what you want to import here. Click that, open, and now you have a whole new notebook. So I have this new one, and I have my old one. Definitely need the links for nostalgic. Yes. Do they fit a 12:9 Pro? That is a great question. I do not have a 12:9 Pro on me. However, the keyboards are a lot bigger than that. Yes, but I don't have one on me to confirm that. I'm going to go use this 8x11 paper here and let you know. Yes, it will fit your 12:9 iPad. This is a really large piece of paper, so yes, it will fit. Most of them, let me check the retro. It will definitely fit the retro because there's no like end point, if that makes sense. So it's just free at the end, so it will fit that as well. Oh, is there any chance you can show us on how to change our fill on shapes? Yes, real quickly. I can totally do that. If you click that shape feature at the top, you can have it snap to other colors. I mean other shapes, or you can click the fill color. So I have them both toggled on. The required to snap means that you're just holding your pencil. I don't really like that, so I turn that off. But say I just wanted to create a nice rectangle box here. So now I have my rectangle did not. So if I turn on snap, you'll see how it turned out it's going to turn out a little bit more perfect. And it snaps into place. So that's the difference between when you have the snap on and when you don't have the snap on. But that's how you would do that. And say you wanted to get rid of that border, you press the undo button and you just have that highlighter portion. And so you could use this. Let me turn off editing. Oh, go back. Undo. Lasso. So I could take this and highlight it over my text if I wanted to, over my writing. Now, I do want to point something out. Let me erase this one for a second. That a lot of people ask questions on, because a lot of people use the boxes when they're time blocking. And so what you would do with this, if I wanted to resize this, I can't really stretch it. It just resizes it, but I can't really like manipulate it and stretch it like I would a photo. But with this, if I go to my stuff, I can, because it has that border around it and I didn't get rid of that line. So if I wanted to, I could stretch it, I can manipulate it, I can make it so if you have something that's changing constantly, you will want to keep that border around it just so you can easily be able to manipulate it. But you see that I can't really do that when I just have the highlighter portion. It just resizes in its own. So that's a really cool way to use the shape features. And it works with circles and triangles and all that coolness. I have never used a Masterclass before. I'm looking into getting the digital planner. Is it easy to follow, or do you recommend the bootcamp? That is a great question, Jordan. So if you still have questions and you're like, okay, you gave me a whole bunch of tips, Darian, and I still got questions about GoodNotes. If after this masterclass you still have questions and you still like, okay, I want to talk to you personally, like in a small group, and you show me the breakdown of this GoodNotes and how I change my pen sizes and my highlighter sizes and go a little bit more nitty gritty on customizing this to fit my needs, and I want to know a little bit more about the application, then I recommend doing the bootcamp. So if you want a little bit more, you want like you're like, I want more, then come join the bootcamp. If you found Jordan, if you look at this masterclass and you still got questions, then I recommend joining the bootcamp. So that's pretty much my 2 cents on that. If you want more, join the bootcamp. And because we have, so you're probably like, what is bootcamp? Bootcamp is essentially what it sounds like. It's literally me and 20 to 25 other people. We're in a Zoom call. I pull up my iPad like I have now, and I walk you through everything. I show you how you can change your pen size. I show you how to change your palm recognition on your hand, on your iPad, so it recognizes how you write. I'll show you how to import. But like literally whatever you need, you can, and then you can ask your questions one-on-one. And that's pretty much what bootcamp. There's a replay available for you. You can submit your questions beforehand. And so we actually have a coupon code for that. So we have 2 boot camps that are going to be for GoodNotes next month. And those dates, I believe someone, because our team is amazing, already put it there for you. And so we have 15% off for that if you put Digital Bootcamp April. And that gets you 15% off that boot camp. And then if you want a digital product and you want a discount and you didn't get those sticker books, we also have another code available for you guys, which is our Y Out for Digital, and that gives you 15% off all our digital planning products for you to use however you choose. And so have fun with that as well. Yes. But yeah. Oh, great question. Is Bootcamp for both Apple and Windows and Android users? I'm so glad you asked that. So each month it's good. These first 2 months it's just for the iPad and GoodNotes. Next month, like the following months, we're probably gonna switch it up. It might be for Android and the Note Shelf app, or Android and the Penly app. It might be for iPad and Notability. If there is a specific one that you want, please email us so we know, like, hey, like I really want this application, and we can make that happen as well. Because again, we want that boot camp to be tailored towards whatever application that you have. So we're just doing it GoodNotes for next month, and then we'll switch it up and focus on different tablet devices and applications as well. So
yeah. And I do want to say something about the boot camp. Though we have a waiting list, we've done one and it sold out within 24 hours. Because there's such a limited amount of people, Darian wants to have it really high touch. And so it's a smaller group. We max it out. It's one of the only things we max out so that you guys can feel like you get your value. We just released these 2 dates. The dates are Wednesday, April 5th. And Monday, April 17th. If you're not able to attend live, you can watch the replay. But I would highly recommend signing up as soon as possible, because once we'll probably announce that those are coming available probably early next week. And I guarantee our waiting list is beyond what we have spaces for. So I know that they'll sell out pretty quick.
And the code for that, someone asks, is Digital Bootcamp April.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yes.
I'll put it in there.
Oh, and you guys wanted the link for the supplies. Let me grab that for you.
Darian, what's the code again for the digital products discount?
Let me grab that for you. It is Wild for Digital. No, I'm not good at this whole Amazon storefront, so I think I did it correctly.
If you guys aren't in our digital Facebook group yet, make sure you're over there, because you can ask a bunch of questions.
And if you're like, how do I join that? If you open in your notebook that we've been playing around with, at the bottom here, let me add this to the screen. If you click at the bottom where it says tap here, connect with other Moxie Life digital. Oh, you can't see it. Let me take this banner away for a second. If you click that little tap here, it's going to take you to the digital planning Facebook group. And so this is where you can ask all your questions. There's a lot of digital users there who have so many like resources, and they tell their favorite stickers and their favorite tips and tricks and all that. And then if you have any questions about just how to access the notebook and use it itself, there's also a YouTube link that takes you there for that. So so that's important to know. But yeah, I think we covered all the things, y'all.
Oh my gosh, this was so good. Do all of you feel so much more like prepared to be able to use that awesome notebook that she created? I'm like really excited actually to get in there. Every time I learn something new.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you, Darian.
Yes. Okay, that's good. As long as you guys feel a little bit better. It's exactly what you needed. Also, it's such a pleasure meeting all you beautiful ladies. Your friendless energy and excitement was contained. Oh, I love that, Angie. Thank you. It was so nice meeting y'all. I'm so glad this was helpful, y'all. And again, this is going to be available for you guys on replay. So click that link in your email and you'll always have access to this masterclass just for y'all. So
yeah.
Oh my God.
Thanks for joining us. So much fun. Yes. And here's what we love too, is that because we all know we love our paper. I'm a paper planner through and through, but you can do hybrid planning. Like you can use the notebook to create, like I've been using it to put all of my quotes in, or you can use it for memory planning. You can create a master meals list with links to your recipes, so you don't have to constantly recreate them. Like there's so many different things. Plus we also have the morning intentions Notepads. We've got the evening reflection. So if you want to build in mindfulness and gratitude and that kind of stuff, where you want to leave your planner alone because you're in your paper and pens, and we get that, you can also integrate it in other ways, which is really fun. So
Yes.
yes, use those discount codes. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.